Forget everything you know about starting a business because the boring service businesses you can start in 2026 are where the real money is while everybody else is chasing crypto and AI. Most people overlook these businesses, guys, because they think it's beneath them. But while you're building a personal brand for 3 years, somebody's already banking $10,000 a month doing work that nobody else wants to talk about. But before we dive in, here's the truth about these boring businesses. Everybody's out here doing the physical work, while the real money's in controlling who gets the customers and who connects them with small business owners. That's the difference. That's the digital leasing business model that I teach. I have a free training that shows you how to do this. Check out the link in the description. I'm making over $41,000 a month with this, and thousands of my students are using the exact same thing, changing their lives and creating financial freedoms for themselves. The training is completely free, and the link is in the description below. Now, let me walk you through all 7 businesses. Business number 7, janitorial office cleaning, guys. This is the definition of boring, and that's exactly why it's a cash machine. Startup costs run $500 to $1,500. You need a commercial vacuum, right? Cleaning supplies, microfiber cloths, and liability insurance, and you're in business. You'll be working with small offices, medical practices, and gyms. You've also got churches and retail stores who need spaces cleaned every single day. You're making $500 to $3,000 per month per contract. And here's the key. It's repeat business, which means you're not hunting for new customers every single week. You lock in a contract and you're cleaning that office every single Monday, Wednesday, or Friday for the next year. Repeat revenue is the cheat code to financial freedom. This works so well because businesses need this. It's not a want, it's a need. If their office is dirty, employees complain and clients notice, right? Health codes get violated so they can't skip it. Here's what I love about the scalability. Most cleaning happens in evenings or weekends, so you can keep your day job while you build this out on the side. Once you have 5 or 10 contracts, hire your first cleaner and train them on your processes. Now you're checking their work and landing more contracts instead of doing the work yourself. Business number 6, pressure washing. This is one of the easiest businesses to start and one of the most satisfying to run. So let me break down the numbers for you. You can get started for $500 to $2,000. All you need is a solid pressure washer, some hoses, a surface cleaner attachment, basic chemicals, and a truck with a trailer to haul it all away. But that's it. You'll be working with homeowners who need their driveways cleaned and real estate agents who need their houses looking sharp before they list it, right? You've also got property managers and HOA who need properties maintained. Residential jobs run $150 to $500, and commercial properties can bring in $500 to $2,000. The beautiful part is the results are insane. You spray and it's dirty, you finish and it's clean. Before and after photos sell themselves. The scalability is straightforward. Start solo on the weekends, and once you're booked, hire someone to run the equipment while you book more jobs. Add a second rig and a second crew. Now you're managing instead of working. The reason this works is simple. Nobody wakes up dreaming about pressure washing driveways, but someone's making $10,000 a month doing it while you're scrolling Instagram. Business number 5, lawn care and landscaping. Now, this one's seasonal and in some markets, right? But it's a repeat revenue machine. Startup costs run $2,000 to $5,000. You need a commercial grade mower, some trimmers, a blower, and a trailer to haul it all away. You'll be working with homeowners who don't want to mow their own lawns and HOA managing dozens of properties at a time. You've also got property managers and small businesses who need their grounds maintained, right? You're making $30 to $60 per lawn. If you're mowing 20 lawns a week at $40 each, that's $3,200 a month. The magic is grass grows every week, so you're not convincing people they need this because they already know they need it. You just show up, you do the work, and you collect the check. Here's how this scales though. Hire a crew and buy a second mower. Now you're running 2 crews while you focus on landing bigger contracts, right? You add in landscaping services, things like mulching, flower beds, irrigation. Now you're doing the weekly mowing and those $2,000 landscaping projects. This business prints money because it's predictable. Same customers, same lawns every single week. Business number 4, mobile car detailing. Here's why this one's a gold mine. People are busy, and busy people will pay a premium for convenience. Startup costs run $1,000 to $3,000. You need equipment, a water tank, chemicals, microfiber towels, and a van or truck, right? Basically, everything you need to bring the car wash to them. You'll be working with busy professionals who don't have time to sit at a car wash, and luxury car owners who want, white glove service. You've also got fleet managers, right? And car dealerships who need multiple vehicles detailed at a time. You're making $150 to $400 per car. If you're detailing 3 to 5 cars a day, that's $2,000 to $5,000 a month starting out. The thing is, when you go to them, you're not competing on price, you're competing on convenience, and convenience commands premium pricing. The scalability here is huge. Once you're booked, hire a detailer and teach them your process. Add a second van, and now you've got 2 crews running while you're booking corporate fleet contract, Amazon delivery vans, rental car companies, real estate agents who need their cars detailed weekly, right? Because they got people riding with them. Let me put it in this perspective for you, though. People will always pay more when you save them time. Business number 3, pest control. Look, nobody wants bugs in their house, and that's exactly why this business prints money. Startup costs run $2,000 to $5,000. You're going to need a license, which varies by state. Plus, you're going to need equipment, chemicals, a sprayer, and a vehicle, right? You'll be working with homeowners and landlords and managing rental properties. You've also got property managers and restaurants who need monthly inspections and treatments from you. You're making $100 to $300 per treatment, but here's where the real money is. Repeat contracts, $50 to $150 per month for quarterly or monthly treatments that you're giving them. You land 50 customers paying $100 a month, and that's $5,000 in repeat revenue every single month. Here's what I love about the scalability. Hire technicians and expand your service area. Add premium services like termite treatments or bed bug elimination. Now you're running a team while you focus on landing commercial accounts. The reason this works is simple. People hate bugs, and they'll pay you every month to make sure bugs stay gone. That's repeat revenue on autopilot. Business number 2, tree trimming and removal. Now, this one requires more skill, but that's exactly why it pays more. Startup costs run $3,000 to $10,000. You have a chainsaw, wood chipper, safety gear, a truck, and liability insurance. You'll be working with homeowners who have outgrown trees and property managers maintaining commercial properties. You've also got municipalities and storm cleanup contracts after hurricanes or heavy winds, right? You're making $500 to $5,000 per job, depending on the size and the complexity here. This is where it gets wild, though. One storm hits and your phone doesn't stop ringing for 6 months because insurance companies are paying homeowners to remove the damaged trees, and homeowners are calling you to do the work. You're fully booked before the storm even clears. The scale potential here is massive. Hire a climber and hire yourself a ground crew, and then go add a second truck and a chipper, and now you've got multiple crews running while you're bidding on city contracts, right? The reason this prints money is simple. It's dangerous. Most people won't do it, which means less competition and higher prices you can charge. Let me put this into perspective for you. One storm can print you $50,000 to $100,000 in a single quarter. Business number 1, lock and key services. Now, this business thrives on emergencies, and emergencies pay premium prices, right? Startup costs run $2,000 to $5,000. You have key cutting machines, lock picks, key blanks, a van for yourself, and obviously bonding insurance, right? You'll be working with homeowners who get locked out and landlords who need locks changed between tenant rents, right? You've also got property managers or car owners and businesses upgrading their security systems. You're making $75 to $300 per service call. Emergency lockouts mean you're charging 2 to 3 times your normal rate. Someone locked out of their car at 2 a.m. isn't negotiating with you. They're paying whatever you charge, and they're happy about it. Here's how you scale, though. Offer 24/7 emergency service and hire locksmiths to take the after-hours calls for you. Expand into commercial, security systems, and access control, right? Now, you're not just unlocking doors, you're installing $10,000 security systems for businesses. The reason this works is simple. Desperation pays, right? And when someone needs you, they need you now. Now, here's what most people don't understand about these businesses. Everybody's chasing sexy, crypto, AI, coaching, building a personal brand for themselves. And meanwhile, service businesses are quietly making millionaires. The reason is simple. Most people think this work is beneath them. They don't want to admit they clean offices. They don't want to tell people they mow lawns. They don't want to say they pressure wash driveways for a living. But here's the reality. While you're spending 3 years building a personal brand, hoping to go viral online, someone just made $10,000 this month pressure washing driveways. While you're trying to figure out your content strategy, somebody just signed 10 janitorial contracts worth $20,000 a month in repeat revenue. The ego trap is real. Everybody wants to be a coach, a consultant, an influencer, but nobody wants to do the boring work. And that's the unfair advantage right there. Low competition, high demand, real money. Not theoretical money, not I'm building my audience money, but actual deposits hitting your bank account every single week. And here's what nobody talks about. There's a massive wealth transfer happening right now in America. Boomers are retiring after running these businesses for 30 to 40 years, and they're selling them. Pressure washing companies, landscaping businesses, pest control routes, janitorial contracts. You can buy a business that's already doing $500,000 a year in revenue, and the owner just wants to retire and go play golf. While everybody's trying to build something from scratch, you can buy a cash-flowing business and scale it. Let me give you some numbers. The service industry in the United States is worth over $600 billion. $600 billion! And here's the crazy part. 80% of service businesses are solo operators who never scale. They're stuck doing the work themselves. That's the opportunity, because when you systematize, when you hire, when you build processes, you're instantly in the top 20%. When you're ready to exit, service businesses sell for 2 to 4 times annual profit. So you build a pest control business doing $200,000 a year in profit. That's a $400,000 to $800,000 exit. Repeat revenue businesses are worth even more because buyers know the income is predictable. Janitorial contracts, for instance, pest control routes, lawn care accounts. Let me be straight with you about something. These are assets, and assets have value. You're not just building a paycheck, you're building something you can sell. So here's the deal. These businesses work. The money is real, and the demand is there. But you're trading your time for money unless you systematize and scale. You can start solo, prove the concept out, land your first 10 customers. Then you hire, right? You train, you build systems, and now you're managing instead of working. That's how you go from $5,000 a month to $20,000 a month to $50,000 a month. But here's what I learned over the years. The real power isn't in running these businesses yourself. It's in controlling the leads. When you generate customers for businesses, you own the asset, which means you set the terms. You're not competing with 10 other vendors hoping you get picked. You're building digital properties that generate customers, and then you lease those customers to businesses that need them now. Think about it for a second, okay? You rank a website for emergency plumber, Spokane, Washington, and now you control the leads. The plumbers will pay you $1,000 to $2,000 a month just to access those customers. You're not doing the work. You're not managing employees. You're not fixing trucks or buying equipment. You own the customer source, and businesses pay you monthly for access to that. That's the model I teach in the free training, and it's how I'm making over $41,000 a month. My students are using this to build real businesses that pay them month after month. The training is completely free, and the link is in the description below. Look, service businesses can work, but if you want to own your income, if you want to control your destiny without waiting on anybody else's timeline, then digital leasing is the move for you. Stop trading time for money and start owning the assets that pay you whether you show up or not. Let's go build something that lasts.